Ever wonder what your day would be like with Boom Radio? Yep, us too. We don't think about nightmares.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the Boom Bar right here on your Boom Radio NG. And my name, Oladolupo.
My name is Shola Rogers. Thank God it's Friday. New Music Friday. Boom Radio, ready to go.
And yeah, that is it. It's going to be a very interesting day today. At the bar, we're going to be talking, of course, it is Friday, so there's music coming up. A couple of interesting, what's the word now? Interesting gist for us all in entertainment. A bit of sports stories, here and there. A lot of leagues are winding down. A lot of people are already done. Not done, but they already know who's winning what. And, of course, the Premier League doesn't know yet. And MPFL is... Let's thank God. Let's thank the Lord. Any which way. There are also going to be updates on Yahaya Bello's issues with the EFCC. Looks like that just is not going anywhere anytime soon. Minimum wage gist doesn't look like it's also ending anytime soon. And, of course, a few other things as time goes on. So let's get right into today's show, and as we go right into the gist, music today.
And yes, Tokumbo
is
most likely on the run now.
Well, at this point, I can't even vouch for him anymore. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Right.
I tried.
We told you yesterday.
I tried.
We told you.
I don't know what to say anymore today. I'm sorry. Anyway, so we're getting right into it. And the very first interesting song that caught my attention today, and I think probably caught a lot of people's attention as well, is Tem's new song. Tem's new song is Love Me Jeje. And yes, you might sound... you probably heard there's an old class... There's a classic that is that song. Yes, that song. Her own song is a sample of that song. But my question is, of course, we know that there's samples and people do all these things these days. Did she nail it?
Did she?
Nail the sample?
Well, I'm not sure she was trying to nail it. I just think that she was just basically trying to do her own thing, while sampling Sheyi Shojimun's Love Me Jaja. They actually starred, the original had this very beautiful lady who is an actress now. Shafi, she was one that sang that part. It won't be bad to have some kind of remix with her, and she. So it's a nice song. It's Thames doing Thames things. I actually saw her perform this song first at Coachella. I was not at Coachella. I just saw the video. And, that's where she first introduced it, at least that I know of, and I was like, okay. The crowd had not heard it, so they were trying to get into it, but she taught them. And I like that part where she's teaching them Yoruba, like, love me Jeje, love me tender, at least Jeje is Yoruba. So, yeah, I like the song. I like it, actually.
I think so.
Yeah.
I feel that she actually did nail it. It was, if you listen to the old song and what she did, because a lot of her song is really from the beat to a lot of the lyrics and all that is really about the classic. But I think that it was such a very nice nostalgic feeling, though. Very, very nice. I think that it would, yes. Did she do justice to it? Yes. I think that it's such a very nice... What? I like the song.
Is it the AC?
No. What is the problem?
The
song is bad?
Yeah, what's the problem? No, it's you. You liking the song.
I like songs. I'm sure I've come on Bloomberg to like songs. I like what I like. I just don't like what I don't like. Thanks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You like it.
Anyway,
Thames, you don't hammer.
Adekunle Gold decided to give us Rodo. This song also, if you listen to it too, there is a bit of a sample of, if I'm correct, a Fuji song. In that, somewhere in between that too. And compared to his last release, I think this is a way better song. It's really nice. I actually did like it.
If the look was talking about his last release, like it's a single that dropped not too long ago and didn't catch on.
It didn't at all.
It didn't.
It didn't.
To be honest, we didn't even we didn't even buy it. We're not playing. Sorry, Dekule. I'm sorry. But this Rodo,
Yeah, it did well. Yes, it did well. Very nice song, actually. Very
and
nice.
if you do not speak Yoruba, you might not understand when I say Otaleno, because Rodo is some type of pepper. You get, at least that's what we know Rodo to be. But it's a nice song. Listen to the lyrics too.
Yeah, very nice. I
Naughty
actually like it though. Also, Crayon decided to give If I Be You.
I have not heard it. Massive fan of Crayon. I am. I've not heard it. But I saw him.
For me, it's just there.
I saw him do a snippet at Obi's house. I saw a video. I was not at Obi's house too. I saw a video. I need to be clarifying these things before I get sanctioned for being in all those places without permission. Yeah, I have not heard that song, but I'm a massive Crayon fan. I'm going to listen to it.
Okay, so personally, I think I'm just very what's the word now? I'm very indifferent about the song. I think the song is just there. I hope that it's a song that will catch on. Sounds like a song that will catch on over time. So yes, we will definitely follow that. There is Ice Prince, Psycho YP, and Odumodu Black. Unlimited. I have not listened to that song though. I don't even know how I skipped it. I
have. Okay, so if you understand the chemistry between Odumodu Black and Psycho YP, you will get why the song sounds the way it sounds with Ice Prince. Of course, Ice Prince is dropping an album in a few days' time. It's been a minute, and of course, as a cool cat, he's been around, and these are younger cats now, blessing that track. It's actually a good rap song. It's good in 2024 that rap is still holding it down, mixing it with the big boys. I like the song a lot. I played it about 3-4 times already today. Maybe that's why I didn't get around to some of the other songs before we came live.
Oh, okay. So I would go back to listen to it. I'm actually a huge fan of Ice Prince, so yeah.
So you guys go check all the songs out, but there's still more coming.
Oh, there's still more coming. Also, there are a few EPs, albums. Zinoliski has a new song. He actually did drop a new song, Element.
Dropped at midnight.
It's Zinoliski. Let me put it like that.
Yeah. There's this council culture thing going on, and people say they cancel Zino and Naira Marley. And every time they drop songs, the songs get good numbers. And they get a buzz on social media and everything.
Who's that listening to this song?
So yesterday, all in the bid of trying to demarket Zinoliski, people started putting out videos of Mobad when he was ill in an hospital, and they're saying, watch this video and make sure you do not download Zino's song or play. And I'm thinking, are we not taking this thing too far?
They're taking it too far. Well, how?
The truth is, we don't even know who was responsible.
The honest truth is that even in all this, Zinoliski was never even linked to anything that had. So what is?
He's his friend. He didn't do anything to save him. Blah blah blah. But it's all right though.
I think that is we're so
people
entitled.
will be sentimental, but this also leads me to one thing. I have a feeling that when they finally bring out the results of the autopsy, it will definitely not be what a lot of people want to hear, and there's going to be some brouhaha around it. I have a very strong feeling about that, especially when I started seeing those comments about Zinoliski's song yesterday, and still talking about Zinoliski's song and beef and all of that. There's Portable dissing Zinoliski, telling him that who do you see driving the Ferrari around without AC? Is he saying that the Ferrari's AC doesn't work or what? Because Zino drives his Ferrari around. Then there's another video that has Sheyi vibes in it. Apparently, probably just bought a new range, a white range,
Okay.
and Zelensky is now dissing down and say, yeah, that who's going to drive a range to where he is when he's rolling in a Ferrari and everything. And I'm looking at all these guys, I'm like, this beef is going round and round and round. You know, but maybe I hope it helps the creative process and it makes you guys drop more nice songs. But go and listen to Element by Zelensky. It's a nice song.
Now, before we leave the issue of music, there are a few songs. Bella Shmurda has an EP, Road to September 12th.
Yeah. Listen to virtually.
Nice.
I think I have listened to the entire EP,
okay.
Because Lona dropped a couple of days ago. My brother dropped a couple of months ago. Then, of course, he has 3 other songs. But there's a song, 1999, with Bloody Civilian. This lady is really gaining a lot of ground now. She's doing very well. And it's actually a very nice song. Then he has another one called Ogene. And this one has the Igbo flow. And he has Jerick and Zlatan on it. Zlatan has mastered doing songs with the Igbo flow thing, and it's so nice.
It's good.
Ogene is a song that you should check out too.
I've not listened to the EP because I will definitely get around to it. Also, Nice dropped an album, Observatory.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to that this weekend. I have not played it at all.
And Aramide has Hear Me Out EP.
Yeah, remember the lady that me?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, people need reminding because I've not heard from her anymore.
No, she's been dropping stuff here and there, but this is one that you should go check out too.
Okay, so on that note, that is all we're able to take with the music right here.
Right.
Interesting stuff still coming around. Now, since we're still just talking about music, entertainment. For people in the United States that are looking at that do not want to miss TikTok, looks like you're going to be missing TikTok, because the parent company ByteDance has now announced that they are not selling
for sale
TikTok to anybody, meaning that they have to leave the United States. Now, my question is that actually it's kind of, were they planning to, like, the US wanted to sell their rights in the US to somebody in the US? Is that what they're saying?
Most likely. Okay, so if they have issues with the ownership being Chinese, would they allow it sent to another Chinese? Do you understand? They wouldn't. They would not. There's no way. And there are certain businesses that when they're about to be acquired, the government gets involved. For instance, if there's a top American tech company now that's about to be sold, the government would be watching to see who's buying
it
and all of that. So I think the same applies for TikTok being a Chinese company.
But keep in mind, yesterday we found out that it doesn't even work in China.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, so the Chinese actually banned TikTok in their own country. So why can't America ban TikTok in America? It just feels sad for a lot of people who have actually found a home on that platform. Some people have found some kind of new level. Like you see a lot of celebrities that took TikTok as a joke. They all started jumping on it because they found that it's actually another world entirely. Twitter, which is information and toxic people,
can be toxic.
Yeah, it can be. But you get a lot of information there. Facebook with all the gist and long prose that people are writing and pictures. It's a Instagram wannabe, Twitter wannabe. And Threads, which is we don't know what it's doing.
We don't know what it's
and Instagram doing. With all the videos and pictures and reels. So TikTok became like a mishmash of all of that, and it was an all-commerce affair. At times, not even at times, you don't even need to download TikTok to use TikTok.
Yeah, I think you do.
You can play TikTok.
Yeah, I think you can.
Even from your browser. Yeah. You can play TikTok videos and all of that.
Okay.
Yes, you can. Okay. Yes, you can.
Sorry, you might be wondering. Yeah. I honestly don't know how TikTok looks like.
So, but when
it's a conscious effort.
When they started talking about data breaches and attempted data breaches, and somewhere in Europe, they started telling members of staff of government agencies to ensure that they do not download the app on a government-owned device. And I think in some part of America too, they also said the same thing. So you start to wonder, like, okay, what's really
going on with
and
that?
we're not big time players. We're just journalists, so we might not know. We have an inkling, but we might not know in detail what's going on.
So we'll definitely will follow the story.
TikTok is not for sale. So what that means is that they might be pulling out of America.
Mm-hmm.
That means they're going to geo-block the app, and it will not work. Then I don't know. Maybe people will start using the what's that thing that we had to use when they blocked Twitter in Nigeria? VPN and all of that. Maybe that's what's going to happen.
We'll see where all that is going to. Now we're going all the way to Saudi Arabia, and you're wondering, what does Saudi Arabia have to do with a lot of entertainment? They are beginning to be, would I say, more open-minded with a lot of things. Yesterday, I saw how apparently we seem to let things that are not our business become our business in Nigeria. That's one thing I've realized. We seem to always have an opinion about everybody else's issues but ours. And why do I say so? This is not even the gist I want to talk about, but it's still Saudi Arabia. So there was an announcement that they had opened their first liquor store.
In decades.
In decades, they have not, and it's supposed to be like in the tourist village or something like that. And I saw a report where someone had put together where there were a lot of comments from Nigerians that they are embarrassed, that they feel that is wrong, they this, and there were a lot of people were going on and on and on and on and on, and I'm like, how is it your business?
So first things first, let's start by saying that one of the biggest issues that people have is that they only read headlines. They don't read stories. If you had read the headline, you will know that it has nothing to do with Muslims in Saudi Arabia at all. So one of the things that the government of Saudi Arabia noticed is that because there was this blanket ban on alcohol, non-Muslims who work and do business there tend to smuggle alcohol in for their own purpose. Then it became a business. Some who succeeded in bringing it in with their luggage and all of that would now sell it at a very high
exorbitant prices.
Yeah, exorbitant. So
it was an issue. It was right there. You can't deny that it's there. Yeah.
So they looked at it and said, okay, the solution is let these people buy what they want to buy for themselves, by themselves.
In a particular place.
In a place that's secluded and everything. So, yes, the Saudi government has made a lot of changes in recent times. Sorry, excuse me. Women can now go watch football in stadium. They can participate in sports now and all of that. They can drive. So, as it stands, people being able to buy alcohol has nothing to do with the people of Saudi, but non-Saudi people.
My aim is that Nigerians should honestly mind your business. It does not affect you. If you want to go there and don't buy the alcohol. Simple and short.
There's this ongoing discussion about that in Nigeria. For instance, some parts of Nigeria, when they see trucks ferrying alcohol through their states, they destroy them. They seize them and do all sorts of things to them. And people are saying, at the end of the month, when government shares money from VAT, you get a fraction of it. So if you don't drink it, why are you spending the money? That discussion is still going on.
Yeah.
Don't know what you guys think about it. You can let us know in the comment section. But there's another one that those people must now learn. You see, religion is not exactly the way you have interpreted it. Now, Saudi Arabia are the people who are more or less like the custodians of Islam, more or less, because at least that's where you go to for Hajj. The madrasas are there, everything you need, you know, the Kahaba, everything is there. And you see them becoming more liberal. You see them becoming a little bit more accommodating to non-Muslims and even allowing women more rights. But back home, our brothers and sisters, it's time to also look at it because those are your brothers and sisters too. Because we really need to have that discussion. I'm not saying that people should let go of their religion. I'm just saying that at times we need to
be a little bit more open-minded
Yeah.
with some of these things that we
because
do.
always destroying all those drinks and stuff.
It doesn't make
It's
sense.
someone's investment, millions of naira being destroyed. Then again, they still turn around and do that.
Anyway, so I'm still talking about Saudi Arabia. It's interesting in the spirit of becoming more liberal. They are set to get the first Miss Universe contestant this year. So obviously they never used to participate in pageants and all that. Now they are getting more liberal, and they're saying that they most likely will get the first Miss Universe contestant.
That is also going to send a lot of people, out on the streets protesting. Most likely in Nigeria.
In Nigeria.
Most likely.
Where it does not affect you.
I'll actually also hope that some of these projects do not show too much skin, though. My opinion, no, I'm not. I'm just saying that there are times when you be like, come on, a woman is beautiful inside and out. It's not only when she exposes all the skin in the world and everything. So I get when people are reserved about something. I am too. But again, it's a free world, and at the end of the day, if you believe in God, you believe in heaven, or whatever it is you believe, at the end of the day, it is you and your ears.
Yes, sir.
Like, that's a direct translation from Yoruba. They say,
Exactly.
It's you and your ears at the end of the day.
Business.
Even if you carry your wife for head, you carry your husband or your children, when it comes to that moment of judgment or whatever, now only you.
It is you.
So can we just be a little bit more chill and let the people breathe?
Let's be coming down. Let
the people breathe.
Anyway, Trey, let's move on from that a bit, and then let's go on to just about the EFCC and the former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello. Now, interestingly, before we even go to that,
all right, meow.
So, why is that? There is what's the word now? There is some correspondence that is obvious that there's a correspondence between the EFCC and the school that was paid. Apparently, the school is even in Nigeria. So, first question is: are you supposed? I thought you're not supposed to pay fees in other things other than Naira. Anyway,
that's one.
So, EFCC had asked the school to refund the money because the amount of money that was used to pay were illegal funds and all that. So there is this letter going around. I'm guessing this letter was leaked because I'm not sure it's supposed to be in the public domain.
It's not a
That's
guess.
true.
It's a confirmation.
That's true. Then apparently they had talked about refunding about over $700,000, and how I think just about $70-something thousand is going to be used for the child's fees, which they have taken out of it, according to the letter. Now, my question is, because according to them, they say that every single money for the child has been paid.
Yeah.
So why did they pay that money to the school's account if the school didn't need that much money for school fees?
The man was paying in advance. Some of the receipts read 10 years from now.
That's what I'm saying. How many years is the child going to be in school for?
He's paying in advance. Now maybe he's going to have other children or bring other children there and whatever. Do you understand? So he's paid from now to 2024 or something.
Doesn't that look or seem very suspicious?
It actually doesn't. Even the old stealing is suspicious, but the fact that he's paid in advance is just him doing what he thought was the right thing by his children. You get?
Honestly, no. I honestly think that it's maybe even the school's account is probably some illegal.
I don't think so.
Because it's a secondary school.
I don't think
you can
so.
only do 6 years.
I
Why are you paying 10 years from now? What sense does that make?
That's why I'm saying that he was projecting into the future. You're not spending time with him and his wife or wives. So you think he has only one child, or you think he's married to only one person? So let's not zero in, because even check the receipts. It's not the same name that are on those receipts. Those things are online. So I don't think he was paying for one child. If this one child is the one that is in question now, is also paid in advance. It's stolen money, and of course, when you steal money, you misbehave when it gets to your head, and that's what he did. Now, I know people who didn't steal money that pay in advance too. You get, so
10 years in advance.
okay, it's fine. I know. I went to the Fountain School in Surulere. People were registering children when they were pregnant. That's how high demand Fountain was. People were registering their belly, and they start paying because there's no space and everybody wants to get in, so you pay in advance. And this was way back when, in those years. Yeah, in the 70s. So as it stands, I get that concept. I have a friend that also pays in advance for his children. You know, when they were in Nigeria, he would pay every time he found money. He would just go and pay. He just kept on depositing. At some point, they called him from the school. They called him because he has 2 children there. He's like, sir, you've already paid for 2 years. He said, yes. That you have a problem. Should I come and take my money back? And they said, no. That there are other parents that they are chasing. I get that concept. It's something that I can do without stealing government money. That's it. I can pay. I say, you know what? I'm paying for this thing for the next couple of years. Yet. So I get your issue with the 10-year thing, and that's why I'm trying to explain that I don't think it's one child.
I get it, but you know it could also be
But what we should focus on are the other aspects of this particular deal. The fact that the EFCC came out a few months ago to say that Nigeria is heavily dollarized and people are paying school fees in dollars.
And schools
this
are
was
not
one
allowed
of the people that they were looking. Now you can look back and say, oh, they actually knew what they were saying. People thought that it was just, sadly, Wigwe University that was advertising that they were going to be charging in dollars and everything. May so rest in peace, though. It looks like the world has moved on, you know. And I hope that school still comes on stream. So I thought that was the only thing, but apparently it was people like Yahaya Bello's transactions that they already have a lot of information about, you know. I still think that this is where the problem lies, when people are doing heavy dollarized transactions in Nigeria. Look, flip the script around, set up a Nigerian school in the US, get approval for it,
and then you're allowed to say that you have to pay in naira.
That they must pay in naira.
It doesn't make any sense. It's something that a lot of people do, and like I said, like we already said, it doesn't make sense. But now,
and White Pussycat has shown us that it's really not as bright.
It's not as bright. I'm sorry. White lion. Pussycat. Lion. He said lion.
Lion to you, pussycat to me.
He calls himself white lion.
And I
call anybody whatever they call themselves. Anyway, still talking about this Kogi issue here. Now, there's a conversation that has that broke on social media, specifically on Twitter. No, sorry, X. And the question is that EFCC, was asking the school to refund this money so that it can be returned to the coffers where it was gotten from, and meaning that it's going to be returned to Kogi State coffers. And now people are saying that what difference does it make, or they're alleging that if it goes from Yahaya Bello and goes back to the current governor, who a lot of people are alleging that is Yahaya Bello's stooge, what difference does it make?
Well, the difference now is that the authorities are involved, and if he's smart, he will not make the same mistake that his ancestor has made, his predecessor and his white male has made. Yeah, that's the thing. So that's just the difference. Do I trust the guy? I don't. I don't. You know, but you know, again, I'm going to say it. It's so sad that we always clamor for young people to get into government and get into positions of power.
Sadly,
this man became a governor on a platter of gold. The first time he was made governor, he didn't even contest that election.
Okay, that was he was one that the person that won the election died.
After winning the election.
I think he was the deputy, yeah?
He didn't contest. Do you understand? On a platter, they just called him and said, take.
Yeah, the person died before inauguration.
And I was hoping, really hoping. Then I saw his deputy, another young man. And I said, yes. Now, he might have done a few. People say he didn't do anything. No, of course he did. There's some infrastructural development, some hospitals, world-class hospitals, actually. But please, the stealing has overshadowed everything. Or let's say the alleged stealing.
Sadly, it's almost like as if
it's just disgraceful.
You just hear, and then like, what's not the point of clamoring for young people if these young people who have the opportunity get into the place and they mess up this opportunity? It's very, very, very sad thing. Anyway, still talking. Another update from minimum wage gist. We talked about minimum wage yesterday, where there is an association that was asking for, was it 700 and something thousand? I can't remember.
600 and something. It's there on the headline. 600. Oh, the yesterday one. It's still there. You see it. It's there.
Oh no, they were asked for 350,000 minimum wage. Now, the Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, who are supposed to be part of a committee that is supposed to come up with a new minimum wage, are now saying that they are now proposing about 615,000 naira minimum wage. I know that a few weeks ago they were talking about 447,000 naira.
Oh, they're saying that they are basing it on the dollar.
Yes, that then it was not as much. Now they're basing it on dollar at 1,700.
To
a dollar. So they're looking at about 615,000 naira minimum wage. This is not. It is
ridiculous.
Insult. This is not an insult or anything. But what are people smoking?
Yeah, it's a question actually.
It's just a question. What are you smoking? Are we in this country at all?
Why are we so removed from reality? What's the game plan? Oh, okay, maybe
exactly. Like, what's the game plan? That's the word.
Okay, I think I'm getting it down. Ask for something extremely ridiculous, then government will negotiate lower, which will be higher than what you would have gotten if you had asked for something sensible. I get it. I think that's the game. The game is to act stupid while trying to get something that I think makes sense.
It is ridiculous. Let's not.
615,000.
Are you joking? Minimum wage. Minimum wage.
What have they? What have they produced?
Please, what work are you people doing?
I was at the airport a couple of hours ago, and even with all the new things that they put in place, on the outside, everything was rowdy. The person I went to pick was like, look, this thing is not making sense. It was just rowdy. And one of his biggest complaints was how, now, if you've ever been to the local airport in Nigeria, in Lagos especially, you're supposed to park in the car park. But you find that there are some people who have two heads. They park on the side of the road, on the ramp, all the way, and they always have gun-wielding police and soldiers with them and all of that.
The local airports or the international?
International. Okay. They're always there. There's no flight that you don't have one VIP movement or the other, especially, when it's an international flight. They're always there. And they're there. But guess what? If they bore your papa well, go and park
You go and park there.
Go and park where they park.
The fine you will get.
Just go. Park there, and then you will see that khaki no be leather.
You are not the same.
So again, with all the efforts that the government think they are doing, so this is me calling on Mr. Festus Keyamo and Olubumi Tunjiojo. You guys need to go beyond beautifying the stadium, the airports. There are other things that you must look at.
Things have to work, and they have to work.
Why are the elite so unruly?
Okay, now talk. Since you went there, we just wanted to put this out there as the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority (NCAA) is set to audit all local airlines. This was said by the minister. Apparently, there's been a bit of a rancor of the banning or the suspension of Dana Airlines. A lot of people are asking that, does the minister have those kind of
powers.
And there's been a lot of conversation around this since yesterday. And yeah, he had come out to say that yes, he was the one that told NCAA to suspend their license pending the investigation.
If the minister doesn't have it as an individual, he's supervising an
his office.
agency that has it, and the buck stops on his table. God forbid something goes wrong in aviation today. Everybody will come for his head,
Yeah.
Now they are trying to secure everybody's life, and we are being sentimental about it. Now, Nigeria has to take virtually all our planes out for maintenance and servicing, and it costs a lot of dollars. I know that one or two, I think EBOM and one or two people are working on being able to, and I know the federal government is talking about being able to build those service points here, so that even people from outside Nigeria can bring in
their own planes.
Why am I saying this? Is that some of these airlines, because of the cost, would not put their planes in tip-top shape. Now, again, wet leasing, dry leasing, there's leasing involved. When you see all these airlines, they don't own all those planes that you see.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them do, but a lot of them also lease the planes. And of course, it's also part of the lease arrangement that they take it back for servicing and all of that. If they've been following through on that, then the audit,
they won't have an issue. Yeah.
But knowing how a lot of our people are, I have a feeling that this is going to affect some airlines, but it's also going to save a lot of lives.
Yeah, it's going to save a lot of lives.
And revolutionize the entire, aviation sector.
Yeah, very, very, very. So we'll definitely see where that is going. Talking about transport, the NNPCL has now said that logistic issues is what is causing fuel scarcity around the country.
Logistic issues or not, they told us that when they deregulate, there will not be a queue again for fuel, especially PMS. Let's hold them to these promises.
They do. They did.
You did not. Are you serious?
Honestly, I didn't hear. But my own rationale with it is that I did not think that there was going to be. I'm not sure I heard that issue of queues.
The whole essence of
my own issue
deregulation is that they can fix their prices, so there will be no need, because it's subsidy and other things that was causing problems.
Yes, I agree with you. So I'm saying that my own issue with it is that I can't buy fuel at such an exorbitant price and still be queuing for it.
That's why they did it.
It doesn't make any sense.
You're not supposed to queue when you're paying the market
so
value.
Now it's not the
so all this talk about logistics and all that,
it's not how to move it that's the problem. I thought there's plenty diesel.
Yeah, there's diesel. Shout out to Dangote Group, Dangote Oil. They signed a deal with MRS, and they put out the information now. You can buy diesel for, I think, 1,050 naira or thereabout. PMS and all those things will follow suit, but DPK, jet fuel is also lower.
Yeah, so
and they also now said they're calling for people to be whistleblowers. If you go to an MRS station and they're not selling the recommended retail price, holla, just report them.
Yes, it's
because again,
needed.
there will be sabotage. We know, and there will be people, miscreants, who will buy from there in the bid to go and resell, which means that you that want to buy normal quantities might not get.
So we'll definitely follow that, but I think that whatever issue is with NNPC, they need to sort their issues out and sort it out fast. It's not making any sense. Anyway, now moving on from that, let's do a little bit of politics before as quickly. First things first, interestingly, remember the former Ondo deputy governor that had like 3 parties
in 3 months.
In 3 months, that didn't get a ticket. Apparently, he's officially gotten a ticket at the PDP now. I didn't even remember that. But wait, he left the PDP now, didn't he?
He went to another party. I think he went to Zenith Labour or something.
And then he didn't get the ticket as well. But apparently, he's back in the PDP, and he officially got the ticket of the PDP for the gubernatorial elections in Ondo State, and I think that's going to be in November.
Yeah, I've read a lot from PDP stalwarts and supporters, and they're saying that look, it's over for the APC in Ondo with this man who used to be an APC man, and he's back.
It's over for the APC.
Yeah, that this guy is going
cool.
to win. That Lucky is not powerful, is not popular, so that Ajayi, I think that's his name, is going to win the state for PDP. You know, that's fighting talk from the PDP, and the APC on their own part are like, okay, yeah, good luck to him, that they will meet at the polls and all of that. So it's really hotting up.
So yeah,
now
it's
and
official.
getting
I think
heated.
that most people, they know what is that for the APC is the sitting governor. For the PDP is the former deputy governor. For the ZLP, it is the former governor's brothers.
Governor. former governor's brother.
Everybody is somebody's former or somebody's. We'll try and see what's gonna happen. But before November, an election that everybody's looking forward to in September is the one in Edo State. And you might be wondering, it definitely is now. I think everybody has their candidates now, I hope. But the PDP has unveiled a 200-member campaign council for the elections in Edo State in September.
Yes, everybody knows that Aswe Godalo is the man that they put up. You know, amazing guy, very, very cerebral, very intelligent person. So it looks like Edo is going to get a good deal this time. I've also seen and listened to the APC candidate. It actually sounds very, very, very intelligent too. And Labour Party also have Olumide Akpata. We know him, former Bar Association president.
Looks like it's a fight of the lawyers.
Yeah,
this time.
it's a tough one, and let's see what happens. So, but the focus at the moment is on the PDP's 200-man committee. You know, it shows that they are not playing around and they really want to win Edo. But there's something that they cannot wish away. There's this wind of resignation that's blowing, especially in the southeastern part of Nigeria, amongst the PDP and in the south.
Okay.
You know, in the space of 24 hours in the southeast, over 30 popular PDP members resigned from the party.
Wow.
You know, in the south, especially in River State, to be specific, you know, about 4 top PDP politicians who were in the government of Sim Fubara also resigned.
They resigned.
Then the next day they held this rally, you know, in a part of River State. You know, they said they are wikified or something. They had this face cap and they had massive T-shirts. All of them went. There were thousands of them. You know, I'm like, okay, it's politics and it's getting hotter.
Oh, definitely we'll see.
So the PDP have their work cut out for them.
They definitely do. Now, moving on from that and going to Osun State, where it's very interesting how, there's been an issue with the governor.
And his 2 wives.
Oh, my God. You are just
Sorry,
being petty.
it's 2 first ladies.
No, we're not talking about that.
The
Stop
first
it.
lady.
Did you
see him kiss one of the first ladies?
Can I land? No, I did not see it. Why am I
you
looking at
missed out. They posted it everywhere.
I didn't see it. I
And
don't see such.
The first lady of Nigeria was like this. He was in the middle. Then the official.
So where is the second one? Okay, so the one you kissed is the official one.
That's why he sealed it with a kiss.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
so what's the name of that one? What's the name of the one that was
Titilayo. What's that one?
It's Titilayo that he kissed. Oh, wow.
Meanwhile,
what happened to Madam Ngozi?
She was not there. Meanwhile, the last time someone did that kind of kiss, it was in the Bible. I leave it there. Make of it what you want.
I have no words for you. Anyway, the governor and the assembly seem to have lost out. As the court has affirmed, we know that there's been an issue with he had sacked or suspended the chief judge of the state. In fact, he had appointed somebody else, sent it to the National Judicial Council. The National Judicial Council had rejected and said that there was nothing wrong with the judge that was there at that time. Funny enough, first time I ever heard that those things happen like that. So now the case went to court, and the court, of course, which I'm wondering, what did they think was going to happen in court?
It's a waste. It's a waste of time and taxpayers' money for the governor of Osun State to think that this is how they go about changing, the chief judge of the state. It's not done like that. He should have asked around. He should have done some research I've spoken to some lawyers and everything. Even the person that he was proposing should have told him that this thing will not work. This is not how it's done.
Everybody wants to try their luck now.
So I think it's a slap in the face, that he still went to court and still lost. Next time,
even when you look at
just
it,
follow due process.
you actually came to court.
Follow due process.
You came to court to bring another judge to another judge. Maybe they.
It's good now. It's good now.
I'm just saying,
it's good now. You can't report Jesus Christ to God.
See, do you get?
Holy Ghost go. They look. You say, "Are you okay?"
Really?
Are you okay?
Anyway, just want to put it out there. The federal government has now officially said that demolition of buildings on the right of way at the Lagos Calabar Coastal Road is beginning this Saturday.
All right. Hopefully, all the people who got notice of removal and demolition would have done something about it. I feel for them a lot, But funny enough, I was having a discussion with someone today on the way to the office, and I was saying that something that affects the greater good supersedes any other sentimental thing for a few people. Because if you're talking about something that's going to affect hundreds or thousands of people, then that supersedes the interest of maybe 2,000 or 3,000 or 300 people. So, yeah.
So basically, they're saying now that according to the Federal Controller of Works in Lagos State, they're asking people's houses have been marked for demolition are supposed to come to the ministry, secretariat in Lagos to sort out whatever process that is going to be required. However, the road is a 700-kilometer coastal road that is set to be constructed with 15 trillion naira and is designed to connect Lagos to Cross River, passing through Ogun, Ondo, Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom states before getting to Cross River.
And it also has 2 spurs on its way that goes up north.
Okay.
And of course, a rail all the way from Calabar to terminate just, on the outskirts of Lagos, somewhere around Jakonde.
So a lot of people, of course, this coastal road has generated a lot of discuss. Is it good? Is it not good? Should it be done now?
Is it overpriced?
Is it overpriced? Do they need to do it now? Or is it waste of money?
Who's paying for it?
Paying for it?
How are they paying for it?
A
former presidential candidate even said that he knows that the project will take 20 to 30 years.
30 years. And all that, a lot of conversation. Anyway, the government of the day, which you cannot remove, have decided
They've
that
already done 1 kilometer, They finished 1 kilometer last week.
So they said they're doing it, and that is going to be done, and there's nothing anybody can do about it now. Maybe you can take them to court too. That one's save day. But I'm just saying that that's what it is. Also, quickly, sad news coming from Kano State as 11 people trapped as a building collapsed in Kano State at the Kuntao area of Gwale local government area. Say, according to sources, at least 11 people were trapped under this rubble.
It is well.
It is well. Now, another very interesting gist that popped up today, and why I say very interesting, because it's kind of bothering. Yeah. Now, remember the lady, the BSc law lady?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Dunamis Church and all that. Now, she has come out to say, basically, solicit Nigerians for funds. And you're wondering what the funds are for, yeah?
Is she ill?
No, she's not.
Oh, but she wants to invest in business?
No.
She's
saying that her accommodation is no longer safe. Wow. As she's now a celebrity. She didn't plan to be a celebrity. She just got into it.
She was cost into it.
So now she needs to change her accommodation.
Where is she moving to? Aso Rock?
I don't know. That one you need to pay rent for Aso Rock.
But
if they invite you to come and live in Aso Rock.
No.
Aso Rock is for Nigeria.
It's possible that some people are doing racket inside now. They can be renting out to celebrity.
If you rent
She's
somebody's house, it's celebrity. If you rent Aso Rock out, you are on your own.
Oh my God.
Anyway, she said it that she's
So
appealing
you
to
people should
Nigerians
go
to
and donate to. You people have heard all the rich men that I'm seeing on this message line.
According to her, she said, I want to say to Nigerians, this thing that happened is a sort of joy. I never dreamed of it. It came this moment. I never dreamed of being a celebrity.
Wow.
It just came all of a sudden. I never prepared for it. I just want to use this medium to urge us to assist me with accommodation because I'm not buoyant now to rent a house. Where I'm staying now is risky and insecure. It's a very open place and everybody knows that I'm a celebrity. Okay, I think we need to check what does celebrity mean though, because
this reminds me of one lady in Doluko's village that said she wanted to break the Guinness.
I don't like this thing that you're doing.
Cooking record.
Which village? Which village did I don't come from a village.
Chef Dami.
I don't come from a village, and I don't know who that is.
She was cooking, doing balabala.
You know what I fainted?
She didn't prepare.
Now she faint.
No. She didn't prepare the way Hilda Bassi and all the other people who have attempted it did. You understand? She was there, Then when she was done, the wife of the former governor, then governor, gave her some money. Or they helped her here and the people, but she didn't get the kind of buzz that Hilda Bassi got. Then she now granted an interview. I saw her one day. She went to a media house, and there was a bodyguard, a uniformed bodyguard.
Yeah, a wicked human being. Just know that. And
I remember she granted an interview and she was talking about how people need to give her money. They need to send money to her account. That it's not easy maintaining a bodyguard. She needs money for this, and that. I'm like, we really go no. Thank God YouTube does not understand Yoruba.
Oh my God.
These guys are funny. You need them. You need comic relief.
Wait, I want to ask a question.
You didn't even...
Is Mrs. or Miss Vera, is she not a police officer?
Ask her when you see her. I remember when someone from our church, allegedly from our church, also wrote something. I said, the church that she was attending morning, afternoon, and night.
Yeah,
she didn't go there for Thanksgiving. Yeah. She went. Now she's just let the people who made you celebrity, let them rent house for you. Shebi, you said everything is fine. So you went back and you didn't even collect. Go right.
Yeah, wicked human.
Me that they will be looking for me for 3 days. They won't see me.
Just so you know, you are a wicked human being. But jokes apart, I think that whatever it is that she thinks she's doing, it's not right.
We never went back to that story. I still feel that the pastor should have put her on the same stage that he disgraced her on and apologized to her.
Apologize. He should have.
But they've written letter and they have taken picture, and she's now a celebrity. And you tell like celebrity, you people that like go.
I'm sorry, but I'm not even sure I can see someone like that.
It's moving on. I beg. There are more important stories out there.
Can't I just say what I feel?
Please, moving on. There are more important stories out there.
Not really, but because every story
more
is
important than this celebrity.
Every story is a product. Anyway, wanted to say something. There's a very interesting story that popped up, and it is this woman from the US where there's the filmmaker, very popular filmmaker that got jailed, Harvey Weinstein, and there is one of his convictions have now been overturned in New York, and the judge has asked for a retrial. Apparently, a lot of people are not happy with that. A lot of people are very disappointed.
People feel like it's a miscarriage of justice. Harvey Weinstein's case is reminiscent of this man that died recently, O.J. Simpson. Everybody had concluded that O.J. was guilty until Cochran and his team, got him off.
But the gist at the end of the day is that because if he's not guilty, I'm just saying allegedly, nobody else has ever been convicted for that crime.
You get? So it's the same feeling. I'm just trying to say that, there's a sentiment that we've already judge this case. It's the same
Matter
thing
is already
with
yeah.
Harvey Weinstein. Like
I think I
a
get
lot
your
of people have
point.
already said, look, this guy is bad. In fact, is the reference point when it comes to bad things. Remember that at some point, the Me Too movement started. And of course we all know why. So when you start hearing Harvey Weinstein out, the guy is already condemned by people. So now for the judge to say retry it, people start to feel a certain kind of way.
Yeah, I totally
But what
agree.
makes them think that they're about to let him off is just still going to be held, and he would have his day in court again.
Anyway, quickly before we go, we're almost out of time, but a bit of just update from the Mohbad case as there has been announced that toxicology report conducted on him to determine the cause of his death has now been completed and submitted to authorities. Oh, I thought you wanted to say something.
Yeah, well, I'd said it earlier. We said that by the time results come out, and it doesn't go the way some, because I have a feeling that it's not going to go the way this mob is. There's a mob out there. They might not like me using that word, but it's the truth. Everybody seems to have concluded that these guys are guilty and they must pay. That's talking about Naira Mali and the other guy. I forget his
Sam
name.
Larry.
Sam Larry. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll see where all that is going. Finally, before we go, just wanted to put it out there. As of yesterday, whatever prayers that Liverpool prayed looks like it's not working, as Manchester City defeated Brighton at home 4-0.
And this is Brighton, Brighton that know how to rock a party and spoil a party.
Yeah, they definitely do.
They were the party yesterday because they were departed.
So we'll see what's going to happen. There are just a few games left in the English Premier League. Right now, this for tomorrow, Liverpool is going to go at it again with West Ham. Fulham and Crystal Palace. Right now, you can't even say
cracker.
yes. Right now, you can't even
cracker.
bet your money on Liverpool anymore in the past few games because at this point, Manchester United and Burnley, and the sad part with everybody right now is that games are just a few people have just 4, some people have 5 games left. So at this point, everybody needs every point because some people are not title contenders. Does not mean that you do not need those points. Some people need to get into Champions League. Some people need those points to get to play Europa. Some people need those points to get out of relegation zone. So you cannot underestimate anybody at this point.
It's quickie bomb time, like Sir Alex will say. It's that time where ain't nobody trying to drop points.
Yeah.
But you still gonna drop points.
So people will drop points. So like I was saying, Manchester United will be playing Burnley at 3 p.m. Newcastle will be playing Sheffield United. It's safe to say Sheffield is going back to Championship. But anyway.
That's Sheffield Saturday now.
Yes, they will be playing. Newcastle will be playing Sheffield United at 3 p.m.
Did you know
Wolves?
Sheffield Wednesday?
What?
There was Sheffield Wednesday. I'm saying, did you know then, Abby?
No.
Okay, carry on. So that's what I'm saying, that Sheffield United will now be Sheffield Saturday. They are going home on Saturday.
Anyway, Wolves will be playing Luton Town as well. Everton will be playing Brentford. We'll see if Everton can pull off.
Keep the momentum going, Blues.
Yeah. And Aston Villa and Chelsea. That one day.
That's a tough game.
Sorry for Chelsea.
That's a tough game.
But it can be anybody's game, and that's the truth.
That's a tough game.
Bournemouth will be playing Brighton on Sunday at 2 p.m. Tottenham and Arsenal will be playing at 2 p.m. as well. That is Sunday afternoon football. Definitely need to catch that. Manchester City will be playing Nottingham Forest as well on Sunday. So you could catch a lot of these games. Because
the question is, how many goals will City score?
Anyway, we'll see how that goes.
Arsenal must beat Tottenham, though.
Oh, at this point, they need all the points that they definitely...
No draws, they must
no
beat
draws,
Tottenham.
yes, at this point. So, on that note, that is all we able to take today on The Boom Bar. Thank you for listening. Thank you very, very much for watching. We will be back again on Monday to give you another wonderful edition of The Bar. Do have a beautiful, beautiful weekend ahead.